All right, welcome back. You are an encouraging person. You have that spark within you. I don't know who is hearing this, but I know that you have it because you wouldn't be here watching this if this wasn't for you, if this wasn't something that you could resonate with. You encourage others. You get inspired by other people's successes. You see what they can do, and then you believe within yourself you can go and do, if not the same, you can do something similar. Maybe even better. And by doing so, you see how it's possible. You have that in you, so you can go out and encourage others to do the same. Not everyone can do that. A select few people on earth can do that. I like to consider these types of people God's chosen. Encouragers. And I don't mean people that are yes men or women and just go along to get along and permit all forms of evil and degeneracy and debauchery. No, you stand for your morals. At the end of the day, that's what you've been refining all this time in isolation. You've come to the understanding, though, that you are an encouraging person. You encourage others the same way that you get encouraged by others. You give inspiration, and you still get inspiration from seeing what other people can do. That's a beautiful thing. That's fellowship without even having the fellowship. Sometimes. Sometimes you do have the fellowship. That's an incredible thing. That's beautiful. And not everyone has this, sadly. In a world where everything is just so pulley, it's all just grabbing for your attention. You got social media, you got the worldly pace of every system, jobs, whatever you name it. And then you got people in sheep's and snakes clothing, or sheep's and wolf's clothing, or wolf's, in sheep's clothing, pulling your energy, trying to throw you off, wanting things for themselves a certain way, but then never giving you that same level of respect, that same level of treatment. You're not like these people. You are different. You have that ability to encourage a room, to raise the vibration of wherever it is that you go. And wherever you end up believing your thing is, once you get into the swing of things, once you're around the right people, that proximity to the industry that you're trying to not just break into, no, you're breaking through it. You're going to go past the threshold that it tries to confine people in. That's of God. That's a creator. That's a creative spirit that you have, you possess. Because you were chosen. You already have it within you. And at the end of the day, it's not just about improving your world or things for yourself. You seek to help others through improving yourself, improving your life. That's a beautiful thing. That's how selfless you are. Because you know, by doing the thing and being good at it, you simultaneously will encourage others. Make them believe that they can be good at the thing that they are pursuing. And some of you are multifaceted. You might have a lot of layers to you, like an onion, That is God's anointing. That is someone that is blessed. Hold yourself in a high esteem. And don't get cocky, don't get arrogant or anything like that. Be humble, have humility, show others the way. When people are below you, raise them up. And in turn, that raises yourself up. And that shows them how they need it so they can give it as well. That's fellowship. That's compassion. That's camaraderie. That's love. And the way you keep showing up by being your encouraging, authentic self, it resonates with people. Eventually, maybe not right now, maybe not as many as you want, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe a few weeks, a few months, maybe even a couple years. But as long as you continue at it, as long as you're persistent in the process, you have faith, you're going to see those breakthroughs. They're going to be sudden and they're going to be surprising. So have a smile on your face about it too. Like, it's a special thing that you're doing here. There's a reason you were born and called to this place at this time. And you raise frequencies. You raise a vibration by being your authentic self. So lean into that. Be at peace with that. Yes, you're going to stumble, you're going to falter. That's part of life. That's, in a lot of ways, those are the best times where you learn some of the most important lessons. And I might not have the biblical parables to, or verses to speak on or bring up right now. But I know a lot of you will share them in the comments. Because I know the type of people that watch me. Just by conversating with y'all, you keep me and my head on a swivel. You keep me encouraged. Even when I'm feeling discouragement, even when I'm feeling hard pressed and, like, in some ways just giving up, I don't let that happen. God doesn't let that happen for me, because that's not for me. The frequency has surpassed that. You're no longer at a frequency of complacency. You're at a frequency of consistency and of persistence. So have belief, have faith, and enjoy the process. Every day it's getting more beautiful as we get into the nicer days of summer. Get outside, ground yourself, read the Bible, read a book, get off of the screens, and just be at peace. Go to the gym, improve your vessel, all these things, and it will only complement you in your process. And then encouraging others as well, just by sticking with it. A lot of people want to make it seem very complicated. It's a lot more simple when you allow it to be simple. Don't make it hard. Make it easy, so then it is encouraging. You're a way shower. So continue to show up. Much love as always for y'all, and God bless.